Okay, this is the first thing that I wanted to show you. If you remember, this is my espalier apple trellis. That's the support structure there with the wire going across. Now, I put 4 trees in, all different varieties. This one here is a Red Delicious. Now, it's not doing much of anything, it's just sitting there. But, you know, it's got good growth in terms of leaves, but it's not putting out any lateral branches. Those 2 that you see bent down to the wire were there when I planted it. I bought this one in the spring, well, I don't really know its history that well, but hopefully it's going to do well. Okay, now coming up the line from the Red Delicious is my second tree, which is right here. This one I grafted myself, and it's a Macintosh. I grafted this in 2012 and just planted it out this year, 2014. One side of it, it would be the right side, is doing very well. I've probably got 6 inches of new lateral growth there, but the other side is just sitting there, and I don't want to bend it down too much more. But you can see that it's put up quite a bit of growth in that central leader. So very soon I'm going to need a second wire here to support that, because it's flapping around in the breeze quite a bit. If you notice down at the bottom here, see that little cup? That's full of boric acid and sugar, a little bit of water. Now you all know what that's for. It's the ants. Those little buggers have been farming the aphids, and they've been in the tree all spring. So this is sort of my last resort. I've tried tanglefoot, I've tried insecticide, now we'll try to poison the little buggers. Anyway, let's move on to the next tree. Okay, I'm moving up here now from my my Macintosh to my next little tree. Now where'd he go? Now there he is there. Now that's a Spartan. I grafted that this year, this spring, and I planted it out this spring, and look at the growth that it's got on there. That's all new growth from the original scion. Probably 8 inches. Now in another, I don't know, 2 weeks, I bet you I'm going to have to hook that to the first wire. I'm very pleased with that. It's doing very well. And Spartan apples around here seem to do very well. Much better than that Macintosh I've got. I'm in the middle of my vineyard here. Kind of disappointing this year. Not only from a point of view of not being able to really get down here and mow the grass around these little plants, but during the 1st of May we had 3 consecutive days of frost, and I'll tell you that frost did a lot of damage. Some of the vines have actually had to start over again from the roots, and I'm very disappointed with that, but I am letting them grow, and hopefully they will make a comeback. I'm not going to show them all to you. On this side I have, I say on this side here, I have red grapes, and these are red grapes over here as well, but at the lower end I have some white, and they're doing very, very poorly. It's called a Lackady Blanche, and it's a waste of my time. But I do want to show you one of my plants. This is my best grapevine here. Oh, sorry, I'm on my hands and knees here, so the camera is wiggling. But you can see I had quite a nice cordon there. Started last year. It was a beautiful structure. It put out new growth up to 15 feet. I was just absolutely amazed. Now mind you, I do not like grapes. I don't like the grape taste. I don't like wine, but I love that foliage. So, I don't know, I keep growing them. But you can see here, for example, this one right here, that's a spur from last year, and it's pretty much dead. So I'm going to let this little one here grow off, and then I'll take that off. Here's another spur missing, another spur missing, and this is all frost damage. All the way up the line I've got spurs missing now because of that doggone cold weather. However, I guess that's a part of the Maritimes, you know. You have to take the bitter with the sweet. I don't know how they're doing down in Grand Pré and down toward Bear River down there. I hope they did better than what I did. Okay, let's move on. Okay, here I am in my raised bed section. Got a few little apple trees there. I tried to graft them this year. As a matter of fact, altogether, I grafted 30 rootstocks. And somebody on Facebook told me a good idea would be to use elastic bands to wrap them up. Well, of the 30, I got 6 to take. Every other elastic band broke. So don't use elastic bands. This one up here, this is just rootstock really. I'm going to let it grow out a little bit. You notice those black tubes there. I put those down over the base of the trees during the winter to keep the mice out of there. But those are doing very well. I'm pleased with those. No ants in there yet. Over here, notice what that is? Those are all strawberries. Now, I've been eating out of this strawberry bed now for probably 10 days. And my gosh, they're good. I usually come out every morning, pick a handful, and use them for my breakfast, or at least part of my breakfast. You know what? I've got a bug jacket on, and I just tried to eat a strawberry, and it didn't work very well. But you can see, look, I've still got quite a few in here. They're just starting to come on in the berry fields, but mine, well, I get another 2 weeks, I'll be lucky. But I'm happy with that. Now look over here. Some of you saw me make this raised bed over here. Tipping all over the place here. This was the one I built and did the video on. Looks like a casket. But you know, I planted potatoes in this raised bed, and I see that I've got one there has come up. God, I hope more comes up than that. But I don't see anything else. But anyway, that one little guy is promising. So, well, I guess that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later with another project.